Buenas tardes, clase. Today we're going to learn about indirect object pronouns. We will review what indirect objects are first, and then I'm going to teach you how to use them as pronouns, just like we did similarly a few lessons ago with direct objects. Alright, so let's look at a sentence in English. Waldo gives me a ring. Alright. My subject is Waldo. What's he doing? He's giving, so that's my verb. Direct objects answers the question, what? So what is he giving? He's giving a ring, so here's my direct object. Indirect object answers to or for whom. Alright, so Waldo gives ring to or for whom? To me. So here's my indirect object. Alright, so in Spanish, when we have indirect object pronouns, they go before the verb. And just like direct object pronouns, they can go before the verb, or if an infinitive is involved, if an infinitive exists, you can attach it to the end. Pronoun to the end. So we're going to look at this in a lot of different examples, so don't get too stressed out. It's pretty easy. But first, let's look at what the pronouns actually are. So, direct object pronouns you already know. Here's my indirect object pronouns. Alright? First of all, let's look at them in English. In English, we have me, you, him, her. We have us, you all, and you all, familiar and them, or formal and them. Alright, so in Spanish, these would be me, te, le, nos, os, and les. So if you notice, if you were looking at your direct object pronoun chart, these four on the top are actually the same. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. These four on the top are actually the exact same as direct object pronouns. But these two down here are the only ones that are different as indirect object pronouns, alright? If you don't have these in your notes yet, I need you to add them right now because we're going to be using these in sentences over the next couple slides. So, here's a sentence for you in English. The boy buys his mom a shirt. The boy buys his mom a shirt. Well, in English, what's my subject? Boy. What's he doing? He's buying, so that's my verb. What is he buying? He's buying a shirt, so there's my my direct object is the shirt. To whom and for whom? For whom is he buying the shirt? For his mom, so here's my indirect object, okay? Now, if I just wrote this all out without using any pronouns, it would look like this. El chico compra una camisa a su mamá. Okay? A plus the name of the noun or pronoun is how you do indirect objects without converting them to pronouns. Again, let me repeat that. A plus the name. Okay? That's how you create an indirect object in Spanish. So here's my and then here's the name, okay? Because it's to whom or for whom. But we want to convert this to a pronoun, right? So how would I convert this to a pronoun? Well, what would this stand for? Su mamá, it would be her, right? So her would be le. Le in an indirect object. So the same sentence, using an indirect object pronoun would be like this. El chico, and then where does it go? Le compra una camisa. El chico le compra una camisa. All right? That's what I want to do if I have indirect object pronoun. Okay? What about if I just wanted to use the direct object pronoun? Direct object pronoun. Then I would go like this. El chico. Then what's my direct object? Camisa, right? If you remember from direct object pronouns, how do I convert camisa? La compra a su mamá. A su mamá. Okay, so this is my direct object pronoun right here. Now, some people might be asking, what if I wanted to do both? Okay, what if I wanted to do both? You know what, I'm actually going to expand this and just move this one up here so we can see all of it. All right, if I wanted to do both, this is how I do it. I do the indirect object first. So, el chico le la compra. Now, one final rule, and then we'll be done. If you do this, and you have both an indirect object pronoun and a direct object pronoun, and they both happen to begin with L. Now, not always. They don't always end in L. Or, excuse me, begin in L. But they often do. If it begins in L, you change the first one to se. Okay, so my final sentence would be El chico se la compra. That's converting both indirect object and direct object to a pronoun. We're going to do that process one more time, so here's my sentence in English. Our grandma buys us a present. Okay, so first, let's just translate it into Spanish. Nuestra abuela, right? This is nuestra because this is abuela. Compra, a present you haven't learned yet. Un regalo, and then how do I do the indirect object pronoun? Or excuse me, not the pronoun, just the regular. A plus the thing. So a plus the name. Who is she buying it for? Us, which is nosotros. Nuestra abuela compra un regalo a nosotros. What if I wanted to just convert the dio into a pronoun? What's the dio? The dio is the present, right? So present is regalo, which would be nuestra abuela lo compra. It's lo because it's masculine and singular. Lo compra a nosotros. Okay. What if I wanted to convert just the IO? What's the IO? Us, right? So us is nos. So nuestra abuela. Oh, I just noticed that up here I had this as an O. Abuela nos compra un regalo. Right? But if I want to do both, it would be like this. Nuestra abuela, and then IO comes first, so nos, then dio, lo compra. Okay? Now, do I need to convert this to se? No, I don't. Because it doesn't begin with an L. Only when it begins with an L do I convert it to se. So I can leave it like that. So the final sentence is, Nuestra abuela nos lo compra. Okay? Now, remember this. This is a lot of information. Okay? Don't get overwhelmed. Look at the examples that I've given you. Go back over it. And then you will find that you will start to understand it. And of course, we will practice a lot in class. All right? So don't worry. Buen trabajo today. And know that if you continue to work hard, your hard work will pay off. Okay? Hasta luego.